By the right of the council, by the will of the Force. Welcome back into yet again another episode of your favorite Star Wars podcast, the Galaxy famous, the Halcyon approved Jedi Talk podcast. I would have to say this is probably our final, it is our final episode of 2022. As we're sort of ringing in the new year, it's a few days away. It's late Thursday evening here in Orlando, Florida, right down the street from Batu. But before we get into everything that we have to talk about today, we have a packed show. About 2/3 of the council are here tonight. Brad's off being sequestered by the Empire and the First Order together as one. Yeah. Somehow, the people who exist from both. Sequestering him, questioning him for a few questionable things he's done. But we will be sure to make fun of him a bunch tonight. But I am Tom Okery. Thank you for joining. Please follow us at Jedi Talk Podcast online and YouTube at youtube.com/Jedi Talk. We're probably not on Twitter. We've been canceled from that. We're somewhere around Facebook. But please follow us so you can hear more from the man across from me. My co-host and I only co-host on the council tonight, so you know it's going to be a great show. Hi-yo! Boom. There we go. We got our first one. Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you today?
Hello there. I'm doing great. I'm kind of sad that Brad's not here, but, like you said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a great thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's a little different. So it's like it's a bunch of crazy different things as we roll into the new year, right? Like today we're going to talk about a bunch. We're going to do and I didn't talk to you about this beforehand, but let's just do the top 10 on this show. Okay. One final show before 2022, since we don't have Brad, right? Doing two without Brad might be a little bogus. We got some news to talk about.
That would be a bad thing, without Brad.
Yeah. So let's one final one, and then we'll kick some ass next year. So your week's been good?
Yeah.
Work been treating you okay?
Hasn't been bad. Work's been all right.
Yeah.
Well, one day at work was awesome.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, I remember you talking about that. That is awesome.
Earlier this week, we had the awesome drop of a saber on Batu, which we're going to get to.
We did, and we are.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, to break the fourth mother box, thank you, punny. Oh, look at my phone turned off. So, this is talking about before, behind the fourth wall. So, I had it queued up. So, give me a second, Evan.
It was
no
be
dead
beautiful.
air.
That was going to be beautiful. The technology that we're adding to the show here and integrating to make things better for us, for the viewers, for the listeners, for anybody at home that wants to hear my awful opinions. Tom's pretty good opinions and all of his conspiracy theories.
And Brad's misogynistic, controversial opinions. So
that too.
Okay.
But yeah, this Christmas Eve, to be specific, the day before Christmas, good old Doc Ondar Claus.
Hold on, we're gonna again behind the fourth ball here.
That's
so
right.
what I'm doing is before. So we've started the podcast. I have a brand new ring light. I'm telling you guys, we're getting serious about this shit for next year. We're gonna be trying to add more video. So I have a brand new ring light. My iPhone is set right in the middle. So I'm going to hit play for the listeners, and then we're going to post this video because we have to debut. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
It's like the Joker in Dark Knight when he's walking away from the hospital.
Yeah, it's like, come on. There we go.
Clicking the button.
Bluetooth. Hey, everybody.
Hey-o.
There we go. Now we're here.
It.
You are live. Not truthfully live, but you're seeing the council here as we just started recording our podcast, our last podcast of 2022. And we have a big little reveal of some sorts. I mean, all three of us just ended up...
No, I'm not pregnant. That's not the reveal.
No, Evan's not pregnant anymore. Sorry. The video's going to be able to hear that.
Hope so.
So why don't you just kind of set it up for us? You said Christmas Eve. We were delivered with a little bit of a timely early Christmas present.
Yeah, to set the stage, I heard rumors that there might be some new lightsaber hilts, or just one hilt, but a rumor of a new hilt at Doc Ondar's here on Batu East, Galaxy's Edge here, and at Hollywood Studios.
Right down the street.
Not Disneyland.
Right that way.
Yeah, just a few clicks that way.
Past the wall of figures. This is my TDC Black Series. This is only a little bit of it, by the way.
A very small portion of it, but I had to check out to see if the rumors were true. I sprinted over to Doc Ondar's as soon as I could, and lo and behold, lying in the manger was the Jedi Dooku, the Bluku hilt.
The Bluku, the official Jedi Talk coin term of Count Bluku.
No one
saber.
else is even using that.
Well,
it's
hashtag
so easy.
Bluku.
It's right there.
I'm sure a few others have said it, but Jedi Talk, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, which is strange because I think the official terminology was, it might even say it on the bottom of the box, was Jedi Master Dooku, but the whole point of Tales of the Jedi was he doesn't get the seat on the council.
Right.
So, is he a master?
Well,
How does it work with Anakin?
he was a master.
Like, Anakin's like you're granted a seat on the council,
but
you
we
don't get the rank
of master.
So Dooku's the opposite.
Yeah.
He's a master, but
he's not on the council, right?
So that's the official term, was the Jedi Master Dooku.
So that box you were talking about, you talking about this box right here?
This one right here.
Why don't you lift up and show our viewers?
Let's
get a
take
good
a look
view.
at the beautiful box.
So Evan's going to take it over to the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jedi Master Count Dooku's legacy lightsaber from Doc Ondar's in Walt Disney World, Batuu East. Why don't you open that bad boy and show him that hilt?
Beautiful golden logo.
Oh, I love it. I can hand it up. There it is. Oh, I can't wait. I got a sneak peek before we started recording, if I'm not going to lie. This thing is awesome. I mean, comparing it to the Darth Tyrannus hilt, which I also own. And at the end of this video, you guys are going to see, I'm going to show you my lightsaber collection as I place Count Dooku's Jedi saber there. So, Evan, put that down. Let's take that bad boy out and look at it here. So, wow. So, right from the get-go, holy crap. And, I don't do these unboxing videos. This is normally Brad's thing, so please, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead, comment, yell at the ginger. Y'all can go kiss my ass.
It's funny because you would think the first one you would have done would have been Cal.
It's true.
But it was not Cal.
It's not my thing. It's Brad's. I leave that one to Brad. So this thing is excellent. It's going to double as a perfect dildo for Kyle Cosentino. I mean, that's not our joke, but this is our joke. So it's not as for whatever reason I thought this was going to be heavier.
Same. I was expecting it to be a little heavier,
but it is still fairly heavy.
It's not. Yeah, it's not light by any stretch.
It is
of the
still fairly heavy.
But
but it's gorgeous. It's just like the silver finish, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The only complaint is like it leaves fingerprints, but like
it's a light. It's like a real object. You want to grab that special blade that nobody sees, so we can turn this bad boy on. Again, Count Dooku's Jedi Master Jedi saber. I highly recommend this one. This one's awesome. So here we go. The first ignition of the Blue Coup. Beautiful. I love it. Such a good color. I wonder if I can... Let me... well, I was going to say I was going to turn the ring light off, but the app is on my phone, which is recording this. So
the light shall stay on.
Yeah. This is awesome. This is
opposite
awesome.
of Dooku, the light will remain on. For him, it was the opposite.
This is spectacular.
The light out.
Yeah, this is just a great hilt to add to the collection. It's so funny how they can just continue to get these right. And we're on Jedi Talk Podcast. We're huge fans of these hilts from Galaxy's Edge.
Amongst all three of us, we own every single hilt.
We do.
I own all of them, but like 4, I think, maybe.
The only one I do not have that is currently out and even retired is a Asajj Ventress.
That's the only one I regret not getting.
Ugh.
I have everyone I've ever wanted except Asajj.
I started collecting after she was already retired, I think. Brad's got one of the hilts, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I think
he still has one of the hilts.
Yep.
Maybe one day if I fall ass backwards into a bunch of money.
Oh, same. If I ever get rich enough
Yeah.
to get one on eBay, I'll get an Asajj on eBay. But
Yeah, well, you out there in video land, if you want to hear the rest of this podcast, then we're going to have more video. Check us out. You're about to see my whole lightsaber collection down my hallway. Follow us on Instagram, Jedi Talk Podcast. Subscribe to YouTube, youtube.com/Jedi Talk. And just to hear the rest of this episode, we're going to talk about what we want to see in 2023. So the folks listening on the podcast, you don't have to go anywhere, but YouTube land or however we're posting this, come check us out. More videos in the future.
You got this, Bluetooth. Yeah.
Just the power of editing. So, so Evan, so what you were telling me, in telling us a little bit about some frustration this week that you've overheard while you were on planet.
Yes, it's just a constant irritation that seems to occur anywhere in Hollywood studios, even, or anywhere on the interwebs. What do they call it in Star Wars? The HoloNet.
The HoloNet.
Anywhere on the HoloNet when there's talk of the amazing cool characters that Disneyland has got in their Galaxy's Edge, which we've talked about. Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, Mando, of course, and Grogu, Baby Yoda himself. They're all over there in Disneyland on Batuu West, but not here in Batuu East. And everybody on the HoloNet, interwebs, ourselves included, are like, well, why is that? What's going on? Now, ourselves not included, these people are blaming it upon the Halcyon, the Galactic Star Cruiser. So they say the Galactic Star Cruiser has the land in such a strict timeline that is why there's no Mando, Boba Fett, etc. in Disney World. But if you're using that argument, what two attractions do both lands have in common? Rise of the Resistance. What timeline is that in? So, like, if you get off Rise and you see Boba Fett in Disneyland, wouldn't that be the same as getting off the Halcyon and seeing Boba Fett in Walt Disney World?
Yeah.
That'd be the exact
It's
same thing.
1,000%.
So I don't know what kind of logic that is. But then if you also use, even if somehow, sure, let's say it does, quote, break canon or, quote, break the timeline. When they get off the Halcyon here at Walt Disney World, they can go walk down the street and ride Slinky Dog Dash. Doesn't that break the timeline?
Yeah.
Doesn't that break the canon?
It kind of all does,
So,
but
like,
it's all magical.
yeah, so, like, I don't understand people's logic of what is stopping it from happening here versus why it's there. Don't blame the Halcyon, because you're just doing it because you haven't gotten to experience it, and you're looking for any little thing to complain about.
Pretty much.
And to drag it down to your level when you haven't done it. Once you experience it, and if you can still complain about it, okay, I'll think you're crazy, but I'll say at least you gave it a try.
Right.
But you're just looking for any nitpick to say, oh, the Star Cruiser is why we can't have nice things.
Right.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't know the true reason why. I don't think I'll ever know. But it's definitely not the Star Cruiser, at least in my opinion. It doesn't make any sense.
It's not the Star Cruiser that we're not getting. It's all a bunch of bantha fodder.
Like a bantha.
It's and it sucks that we even have to give those people the light of day.
Yeah.
You know, or even give them, you know, I guess we're just responding to their thoughts. We are incredibly pro Galactic Star Cruiser here, people.
Yeah.
We are seriously pro Halcyon. We've spoken to, I guess we can call them performers and actors, and the cast members on the Halcyon. We've talked to a few of them, amongst all three of us, and you know, they know, they know we're
we
pro.
love it.
Yeah, they know we love it. They're and it's like to just continue to shit on something that makes people happy is just baffling.
Yeah.
Especially something like this. Now, I get it. I understand that the Halcyon costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you do it, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it 100% makes sense.
Do I think it could come down? I absolutely do.
Yes.
But I truthfully, and I will not walk back on this, I felt like I got every dollar I spent on that cruise is worth.
100%.
Every dollar is worth it.
100%, yeah.
I know you feel that way. I'm pretty sure Brad does.
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to book at the moment there's an annual pass holder discount? You bet your sweet ass we will.
100%, yes. Even if it's only 10%,
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. But, yeah, I don't know.
What did DVC get, 25?
I think they got not 30. Was it
No,
20?
I don't
25?
think 20
It was
or 25.
it was not 30.
Crazy if they got 30.
Yeah, it was not 30.
Wow.
But like you said, though, you said this a couple of shows ago, talking about the characters in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And especially I'm taking this into more account after that Instagram post I made like a week or two ago about the guest from Japan who came to see Sully.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't have Sully in Japan.
Right.
So she was in tears to see Sully.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the characters in Disneyland. Like, it's parody. It's
Right.
nice to have different things at all the different parks.
That's true.
So, like, yes, day one, if we ever do get Mando, am I going to be there on Batuu? Yes, I'll be there day one.
Of course.
But it's not bad that we don't have him. Like, Brad said it best after you said this, too. Like, it'll give us a reason to go to Disneyland's Batuu. Because if we go and there's no cool characters, we would skip Galaxy's Edge. Maybe
1,000%.
entirely. Maybe. Unless, like, Rise is, like, less than an hour. Then I would do it to see the cannons working.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's over an hour,
If it's
I'm just going to
working
be
there.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to be like, I don't need to go. But now I do need to go to
Yeah.
see Boba and Mando and Fennec and all them.
Right,
So,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's something that can be debated forever.
Yeah. I mean, I'll never know the answer. I don't think. If I ever do, that'd be cool. But
Yeah.
I think it's just crowds are crazy.
Yeah.
A random nameless stormtrooper walks through
Right.
Disney World's Galaxy's Edge
Right.
and gets mobbed.
Right.
So if you throw in Baby Yoda,
Yeah.
that is not going to go well for crowd control.
Yeah.
So
Please don't mind me for a second. We're at my place tonight, guys, and my dog's being a pill. So, Evan.
Weinstein. Oh, hi, bud. He's right behind me. But yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just crowd control issues. Because if you go, especially this past week, these holiday crowds are insane. They're bonkers crazy. I couldn't hardly walk around the land at all today, and that doesn't count seeing Kylo, seeing the troopers. The only time any characters are relatively safe are when it's like only Vi by herself because people don't know who she is, especially when it's a Halcyon guest day on Batuu, because people think she's just dressed up like a Star Cruiser guest, so they don't realize it's her.
Interesting. I mean, they don't talk about Vi Marathi truly all on a Halcyon except for once, which Brad and I caught.
Yeah, which most people miss. That's only like the 1 percentile of people.
The Saja came running in to Captain Kevin and said something about Vi Marathi wanting to talk to her, or a message from Vi Marathi.
This was at the captain's table?
Yes, this was at the captain's table. Heard it out of my right ear. And Brad and I were talking on video, and that if you go back and watch the videos, both him and I just...
Yeah, you're
just
like, what?
Whoop,
Excuse me?
Our head turns right, and we're like listening to what she says. We're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Just kind of crazy. So anyway, we can sit here and talk about the Halcyon forever. In fact, we have several episodes.
And always will, and I'm sure we will again.
We will, especially when we do it again. And we're hoping, fingers crossed, but I understand stuff happens. Yeah. Prices are expensive.
And with Vi and the troopers on Batuu, I don't know if you ever saw the pre-COVID interaction they would have on Batuu.
No.
Before COVID, she would actually get caught and arrested on Batuu. They would put their hands on her shoulder. She'd put her hands above her head. They'd walk her backstage.
Interesting.
And if you stayed around long enough, 30 seconds, a minute later, she would come sprinting out of backstage, looking behind her like she had escaped.
Like she escaped, yeah.
Every now and then, she'd even have like a helmet in her hands, or like what are they called? The binders, the like. Handcuffs.
Oh yeah.
She'd have something in her hands to imply like she escaped.
She's got blood in her hands. She's walking out like a dead trooper. She killed Gary.
Yeah, right.
She killed Gary.
That has been gone.
She's on her way to Star Tours. Actually, the only time I've been in Batuu pre-pandemic was the first time I went September 2019 at Disneyland.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I would imagine they did that same interaction then and there.
They probably did. I walked straight through because that was the rope drop, right? Courtney and I were staying at Paradise Pier Hotel, so we got early entry. Walked right through, walked all the way, and Rise wasn't open yet, and just walked right to Smuggler's Run and just walked on straight to it. And I mean, I remember going through it right. I got the blue milk and green milk, and I just don't remember her getting arrested. But
yeah, that's wild. But that has been gone since COVID. They have this new interaction they've been testing out. Started like less than 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I've caught it a few times on Planet, and it's awkward. It's weird.
Is it?
So what she does is she gets usually kids involved, whatever guest she can rope into it.
That's a shame.
Oh,
whoops.
Hopefully they're actually into it, because when they are, it makes it good. But when the kids don't care or disinterested or whatever, it's not good. But she'll get a group of kids involved, and the stormtroopers will see her. They'll approach her and just be like, "Aren't you Vi Marathi, the rebel resistance spy we've heard so much about?" Whatever. And she's like, "Well, yeah, I am Vi Marathi." But then she like flips the narrative, and she's like, "I'm actually on this super covert secret mission for the First Order. I work for the First Order."
Funny.
And the troopers are like, "I haven't heard about this mission. Whatever. Like, they must be a lie, whatever." And she goes, "Well, this must be above your clearance code. You obviously don't know about this mission." And she's like, "It would be a pretty secret mission. You know, you guys wouldn't even know about it." And they're like, "Oh, I guess that does check out. That makes sense." And then they're like, "Oh, so what's your code name or whatever for the mission?" And then she like asks the kids in the group. She's like, "Oh, what's our code name? Everybody tell them." So they say whatever it is. So essentially, the stormtroopers accept it and kind of move along.
I would scream out Fulcrum.
Right, that would be cool. But
I wonder if she knows.
It works when it's cool guests, but most guests and stuff, it's just weird.
Do you know what I was thinking about doing with Wraith next time I'm on the Halcyon? Is ask him if he knows about, because he brought up the Pikes to Brad and I.
Oh, dang.
And next time I want to try to get him to talk about the Pikes and see if he knows about Cypher Diaz.
Like, that would be crazy.
Like, do you know about Cypher Diaz?
If he knew
what happened to him?
One of the Pikes that killed Cypher Diaz or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be good.
That would be crazy cool.
So we got some news a little bit, Evan, to talk about some things, and I'm going to need you to keep me honest if we've missed any Star Wars news this week. But here we go. So we have, obviously we talked about Count Dooku's lightsaber that's dropped. We got a bunch of shows coming out for next year, and I'm gonna name those off before we get into our top 10 at the end of the show. But Bad Batch is releasing next week.
Yeah, soon, coming out.
So it's coming out the 4th, right?
Yeah.
January 4th.
Yeah. It's what, multi-episode, 2 episode?
I'm going to find that out right now.
It's either 2 or 3. I should have looked also.
That's okay. So we're gonna look right now. So Bad Batch,
season 2 coming out in like a week.
This is the kind of in-depth research you get from Jedi Talk Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
We use Google.
That's all right. Who doesn't? All right, let's go to good old trusty Wikipedia. Now, first and foremost, I love that. I love that fucking poster. The thing I am very, very much, I think I'm looking forward to the most out of this series is Omega.
Really?
Her Black series is right there.
Yeah.
I mean, because she's older than this. We see a little bit more developed and mature Omega. You know, she's
like a member of the Bad Batch now.
The blood of a Fett. Let's see here. Is this just can't? Here we go. Oh no. Oh yeah. The first 2 episodes we're getting released on January 4th. Spoils of War and Ruins of War.
Okay, so that's like an hour of content.
Yeah, about. Yeah,
not bad.
Should be good unless one of the episodes are like ridiculously long.
They did the same thing with season 1, and wasn't it like over an hour?
I think it was.
I think
it was
so
a
too.
it was a great episode.
Yeah, they dropped us in with Order 66.
They did
with Kanan.
They did.
Caleb
Caleb Doom.
Yeah.
Caleb Doom. So I'll just simply ask you this: what do you want out of Bad Batch season 2?
Aside from what we talked about 1 or 2, 3, whatever shows ago about potentially the episode called The Outpost being Black Spire Outpost.
Right.
Aside from that, more Coruscant. More like they give us a hint of Palpatine. I don't want the show to be Palpatine, but
they didn't give us a hint. They showed him.
Right, that's true. Like they showed his face in the hood, but like give me a little bit more of Palpatine, a little more of Coruscant during this time frame, because I'm not going to go down the road of why we didn't like Andor. For me, I know you loved it, but the things I loved about Andor was Coruscant.
Yep.
Everything with Mon Mothma, everything in the Senate building, everything on Coruscant I loved, and that's that same time frame. So
it is.
Give me that in Bad Batch.
You know, we're getting a lot of media coming up around this time frame, right? Survivor in March, which I got some news to talk about with that.
Battle Scars before that.
Battle Scars. I just put my pre-order in for that. I can't wait. I got the hard copy version. I'm just going to power through it.
Yeah.
If
you
I need
get
something
that done in like a week.
Yeah. If I need something done, like read that quickly, I'm not going to listen to it.
No.
My ADHD is going to be like, fly, butterfly.
Things would come in one ear out the other.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
I need to hunker down for this because, ladies and gentlemen, can we just announce it here? You know, we all agreed to do this over text. So, ladies and gentlemen, official Jedi Talk announcement. Evan, you ready? This is exciting.
I'm prepared.
Official Jedi Talk announcement. Let me get it ready. Let me just get it all out of my system real quick. Excuse me. Ugh. Oof. That one sounded like Brad's. I don't want my farts are starting to sound like Brad's.
Is that ketchup? I taste ketchup.
You taste ketchup?
On my tongue.
I like Tom.
Very good.
That was a reference there to Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Remember that? Throwback.
So Jedi Talk's going to create a Twitch channel or some way to stream, and we are going to pretty much as soon as we possibly can, maybe the night of, the morning of, something like that. We'll figure out a time and get you details, but we're going to live stream Jedi Survivor the day it drops. It's going to be a little bit of a Jedi Talk party, so to speak. And I was thinking about recording a podcast at the same time. I'll just kind of I could set up this mic while I'm playing because I'm going to be driving the ship here.
Yeah, you don't want me playing. It'll take 5 days to get through.
We want
one level.
but no. What I was thinking would be good because the most important thing that we all want out of this is the story, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I think we should just. Like, I'll play it on the easiest mode so we can get through it and learn. Because I just want to learn. I want to know about that.
I play it on story mode.
Yeah. And then I'll go back when it's all said and done in my time and fuck around with everything else, you know. But I want to learn and do as much as we can. So,
yep.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, Bad Batch. I guess you want more Coruscant. It would just be great to see the connection with this series. Has to do with Survivor and that book coming out, like you made mention of. Kenobi, for God fucking sake.
Yeah.
It could be put in any of these mediums coming out. I mean, Andor too. Andor's connected.
You can connect or all of these. Yeah. It's the same time frame. It's this like same 5 to 10 year gap between 3 and 4.
What if Bad Batch connects to the planet that Cassian was on? That he was looking for his sister, or you know,
that one was what, Orlana or Orlani?
Yeah. Maybe the Bad Batch are the ones that caused that ship to crash, where all those people were like gassed or whatever.
That could be.
It seems like such a. I mean, I'm with you and Brad on that. It's just kind of like just like you left that for not. You didn't explain it.
Maybe that's going to come back in season 2, but the whole sister plot / weird crash site just disappeared.
Yeah, that seems odd. It absolutely does. So I guess Bad Batch. I just want to see connectivity, right? We got a little bit of that in the early. Yes, Captain Rex. Yes. Obviously, Gungi's return. We know.
Yeah,
Gungi's
there's a lot
alive.
of connectivity to Rebels and Clone Wars. We got that connectivity.
Let's see the greater universe.
But yeah, let's get out to other things.
Just because it's animated,
media.
doesn't mean you have to do the animation together.
Yeah.
So, If you guys haven't played, speaking of Fallen Order yet, if you haven't played Fallen Order yet, and you have PlayStation Plus or a PlayStation, in 2023, the free lineup for PlayStation Plus includes Fallen Order. So,
cool.
if you want to go play it for free, just hop on over to PlayStation Plus on the PlayStation, and this is even PS4, right? Because that game ran on PS4. Go ahead and play it. Yeah.
Oh wow, didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't. I bought it for PS5 when PS5 came out, but
yeah,
I got it for PS4 because I didn't get a PS5 till January of 21 because it came out a little bit before then.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, because all through the pandemic, it was PS4 when I wanted to play shit.
Yeah, because Austin already had his Xbox One before I bought him the game, and I bought him the game 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago.
Okay, the game came out end November 2019.
Yeah, I bought it the following year, I believe. I don't know, I can't remember. What is time?
It's fleets is what
fleeting.
time is. It is fleeting. Speaking of more Rebels, Ahsoka's coming out next year.
Yes.
Did you know?
Late next year, sadly.
Yeah. I actually have a little bit of information on that. We have a strong rumor this week that Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who, by the way, is Ewan McGregor's wife,
Yep.
And she played Huntress in the DC Extended Universe movie Birds of Prey.
Oh, I forgot, which McGregor was in.
He was in. Yep.
Nice.
He was Black Mask. And then he wasn't when he blew up. Because DC kills their villains and they stay dead.
They could stay dead. You never know. You can bring them back.
Right. I get that. But DC mostly keeps things.
That's how it needs to be.
Yeah.
They don't kill him too soon, though. Like, the ones Marvel does kill, they kill him way too soon. It's like, you could have done stuff with him.
Oh, yeah, like Quicksilver. I know.
Yeah.
I know the reasons with that one, but I think that's why I hate Age of Ultron more than most people.
That's fair. It set up something cool, and then he dies. And it's like, we could have done stuff with him.
Right. And then Scarlet Witch goes emo on everybody from there on out. So she's rumored. Did you hear she's rumored to play?
I think I did, but it just kind of in one ear, out the other.
Hera Syndulla.
Yeah, okay, I did hear that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a pivotal character of the Ghost Crew from Rebels, and to make her live action debut. Look, is she a Twi'lek?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to get, and she's a green, so we're going to get full on, almost, we know what Ahsoka looks like. Well, no, Ahsoka's a Torgruda. I always see.
I do too, because the Pirates of the Caribbean city.
It screws me up. Evan, not Evan. Winston.
Wait.
Winston is just fierce.
Only Harrison Ford can yell at me. Okay, come on.
That's all right. Winston and Harrison Ford.
Evan, shut the fuck up.
How does he keep getting into our houses? Like he
Are
gets
you
into.
complaining?
No, but we can never see him.
No, that's the thing I complain about.
Somebody go check the whiskey
And the cocaine.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not as. I listened back to how you made Brad and I crack up.
I forgot what I even said.
All right, let's see how I can set this up without incriminating too many people. But
oh, I remember what I said. The figure was the swimming. What's Aqua Woman or?
No. Well, yeah, it started with Mara.
Yeah,
it started with Mara, and then you said, Winston, I'm getting to the joke. Shit. So, and then we said something about. You mentioned about being in a situation, I think, and then I said something about with fish with a P.
Yeah.
And then Brad tried to make it sound okay. It's like we're not talking about that kind of fish, talking about what a stereotype is. So just put two and two together, people.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Evan came with
that was funny.
Both.
Yeah.
It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. Oh, that was good. It was so good it made us laugh on the following episode we recorded, and then I laughed hard listening to it.
That is true. I forgot.
I laughed hard.
It came back.
Yeah. I came home and played that before I posted it just to hear it again.
That makes me feel like I did something in life.
Yeah.
I can die happy.
Yeah. So we know Hera's in the, Ahsoka. We knew it.
Look, we're gonna have to be. Like, you can't just do like Ezra.
I think we're getting. I think Freddie Prinze Jr. snuck in there, and I think we're going to get
flashbacks, or at least voiceover, maybe
we might get He was
be a
fairly
Force ghost.
powerful in the Force.
Yeah,
he's
very
one of the
powerful.
best
Jedi when you think about it.
I mean, the dude was blind, and he ended up being able to take care of shit.
Yeah.
God, Kanan Jarrus is such a great. Where's he at? He's up there somewhere. Kanan, where you at?
I was looking at it earlier. He's up there.
Yeah, he's up there. I got that Black
He's
Series.
next to another Rebels Black Series you have.
Yes, I think I put him right next to Sabine Wren. That's why.
I think it was Sabine.
Oh, speaking, I can't wait for Sabine, man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sabine and Ahsoka. So let me get to...
The only thing left of that crew is Zeb. Like, we've never really seen a live-action Lasat, except in, 3
Background.
seconds
Background,
of
yeah.
Mando season 2. So
Yeah.
like, give us a big scary Lasat.
So as we kind of lead into our top 10, so our top 10 tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be top 10 things we want to see in 2023. Right? Simple as that, Evan.
Yeah. Star Wars specifically.
Star Wars specific, right? Of course, I want to see my bank account blow up 100 times to what the amount it is in right now, and I'd be a happy camper. But Star Wars things, the things that we can talk about on this podcast. And before we get into that, I kind of want to go through what is on the slate for next year, right? As far as like what we expect, like the full list of Star Wars content with synopsises that Disney released a couple of weeks ago that we didn't talk about those synopsises fully.
Yeah.
But this is really more so like the live action shows and like the Young Jedi Adventures. But I have a little news on Survivor before we get into that.
Okay.
One of the Survivor developers has, in an interview recently, confirmed some things for us. So remember we found out that one character that plays next to Cal, Bode.
Yeah.
Bode Akuna is his name. He's an AI mercenary, so you're not going to play as him.
Oh, okay.
He's just an AI like buddy
NPC.
character. Yeah.
Okay.
Not. Yeah, he's an AI buddy character, but he's a mercenary. We know that for a fact. Cal, and this developer confirmed this. Cal is confirmed to wield a lightsaber and blaster at the same time in the game, and it's one of 5 fully realized stances you can make with the lightsaber. The developer called him unconventional during the dark times. So
that's 100%.
this is going to make I'm like fired up, like because Cal is. And I was trying, and help me out here. Is he like the first Jedi to have to learn how to be a Jedi without the Order after they fall?
I mean, aside from Luke, like.
Well, this is way before Luke.
Yeah. Oh, and canonically,
Yeah.
timeline. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's the first one.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, canonically,
I was thinking
timeline.
out of universe.
Yeah, my bad. My
No, you're
bad.
good,
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah. Obviously, Luke is the first, and there's several
Think
after.
So, I think you're right.
And he's doing this during like the hardest. I mean,
And
Luke did to a sense too, but
how close is he to Ezra?
he's before
Ezra?
because Rebels is like almost like immediately before Rogue One.
Yeah, Rebels is like 15 years after Revenge of the Sith.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is after Cal.
If I had to take a guess, Cal's before Ezra.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I've never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah, he's definitely like
So
a
we're gonna,
trailblazer.
it's a gritty like Cal, and I was thinking about this. Like he may end up overtaking Anakin for me because the dude is just like doing it on his own, right? He's He's an unconventional Jedi. I love that.
And I think there's going to be a lot more Cal content in the future than there is Anakin content.
Oh,
I think Anakin content is mostly behind us.
that post I sent you guys of Cameron holding the legacy
at the Game
lightsaber
Awards.
at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
It looked like a screenshot from the game.
It's like
but
he's
realized.
He's going because and the game developers did a wonderful job with this. Just like using Deborah Wilson's face and Cameron Monaghan's face and like likeness to create the characters, right? Like it's perfect because they can just simply be plucked and used.
Yep.
For live action.
Then you don't have to worry about who's going to play who. It's like it's right there.
There's a reason why Deborah Wilson, Siri Junda, is in this game like bald like she is in real life.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Oh yeah, it's a big step. Yep.
There's a reason for that because she's probably filmed some live action stuff already. Her and Cameron had
Potentially.
to have.
You got them around that often? They're around the studio?
How many live action shows are coming out? So here I'll just get right into
That's
it.
a great question.
Look at that segue, Evan. Look at that segue.
That was another terrible joke I did last week.
Yeah, it was awful.
But that was the best segue right there.
Thank you. Wilhelm screamed there. So as the Bad Batch season 2, the official synopsis, right? We talked about it a little bit, but I'll give you the synopsis because that's what we do here. When the new season of Star Wars: The Bad Batch opens, months have passed since the events on Kamino, which is the final episode of Bad Batch last year.
Yep.
And the Bad Batch continue their journey navigating the Empire and the fall of the Republic. They will cross paths with friends and foes, both new and familiar, as they take on a variety of thrilling mercenary missions that will take them to unexpected and dangerous new places. So we've talked ad nauseum about Bad Batch. Batu. Cast, we know what the cast is. The crew.
D. Bradley Baker. D. Bradley
Bradley Baker. All clones. Michelle Ang, Omega. Rhea Perlman, Sid. Noshir Dalal, Vice Admiral Rampart. And Wanda Sykes as Fee Giomna. That's new. Wanda
Oh,
Sykes
yeah, she's
making
a new
her
character to this season.
making her Star Wars debut, right?
Yeah.
Is that the first time she's voiced for Star Wars?
Maybe Ian McDermott. Who knows? What if he
Ooh.
voices Palps?
He was in Kenobi, and
He was in Kenobi.
yeah,
They had him around. And he was just a
did.
blue hologram.
What's he doing these days?
Counting his billions of dollars.
He can't go down the street to local recording studio and just blah blah something dark side.
Yes. I thought you were going to say he can't go down the street without somebody telling him to say "do it."
Do it.
But that's also true. He has
He's-
to say "do it."
Well, come on.
You have to.
Yes. Yeah.
If I saw him, I would do it. I
Yeah.
would tell him to say "do it."
You would do it.
I would say "do it, do it,
I should put that on here. Why don't I have do it?
I don't
on
know.
There? I've got a couple of new sound drops. You want to hear them this week?
do it."
Do it. Let's see if you know where this one's from. Let me play it again.
My gut says it's the holiday special, but
Ding, 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 ding,
It is? Okay,
ding.
okay.
Yeah,
That's-
that is the. I know he has a name, and
me too.
I had to.
Is it lumpy?
It's Lumpadara,
Yeah.
Lumpadara. Hi, everybody. This is Lumpadara.
Is that when he's watching his adult content on his VR?
Oh my God!
Headset.
The fact that the video that the reel I posted of the holiday special doesn't have 1 million views right now is asinine. I think
It is.
I am sucking my own dick here, but that's some of the funniest shit I put together. Okay,
It's up there. It's
go
up
on
there.
Instagram. Oh, Evan didn't like it. Go on Instagram. Go on Instagram and check out our most recent reel of the holiday. We speak Shreebook.
Yeah.
People don't know this, and I was able to translate some of the holiday special.
Yep.
So we
That's
know,
just a snippet. You've done the whole
did.
thing, the whole shebang.
and every Christmas we're going to release a little bit of it.
Yep, a little snippet.
I'm serious about that. This
the
is going to
gift
get
that keeps
famous
on giving.
one way or another. The gift that does keep on.
You're going to
giving.
make it happen.
I'm going to fucking make it happen. So
I still I'm really partial to the video you did of your figures talking.
thank you.
That's
thank you. Brad still hasn't watched that.
What the hell? It's been out
Figures
for
are
a
in
year.
here. Yeah, figures are in here. Flash
Yeah.
is behind there. Still got his ass up. Amber Heard.
As he should.
Here's the other drop.
If it's fat, drunk, and slow, it must be Chicago.
Thank you, Daniel Tosh. I got to
That's
get more
great.
Daniel Tosh on here.
Oh, I missed that show.
Tosh
It's still
0.0.
going on, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's gone? Okay.
Comedy Central canceled it after his 2020 season.
That's wild.
They said they wanted to move the show or move the content of the channel in a new direction. Now Tosh
what does
is
that mean?
Tosh is part of the old guard. Well, he was offensive. He went hard in the paint.
That's true.
But he went hard in the paint against everybody.
Yeah. Himself included.
Yes.
Every damn show.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah. But whatever. He's doing all right. He's amassed $20 million in wealth.
Yeah.
Daniel Tosh is doing okay. So The Mandalorian Season 3, here's our official synopsis, Evan. The journey of the Mandalorian through the Star Wars galaxy continues. Once a lone bounty hunter, Din Djarin has reunited with Grogu. Meanwhile, the New Republic struggles to lead the galaxy away from its dark history.
What could that be?
Why are they struggling, Evan? Why do you think they're struggling?
Because somehow Palpatine is going to return.
I was thinking there's some sort of order going on that they're struggling with, but I
Yeah.
guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe
Also,
the third order or fourth.
Palpatine needs to learn how to count. Because Order 66 happens, and then 30 years later, not even, more than that, 40 years later, the First Order happens. And then all of a sudden, a year later, he goes to the Final Order. It's learn how to count, Palps. Come on.
Order. Yeah, it's weird.
Very
Maybe the
good.
First Order predates Order 66.
What if they did that? People would be so pissed. They'd be
That'd
like,
be
oh, wait, so
stupid.
the First Order has now been around for 80 years? What the heck?
Yeah.
People would be so pissed.
So, the Mandalorian will cross paths with old allies and make new enemies as he and Grogu continue their journey together. Release date March 1st. Cast Pedro Pascal, Katie Sackhoff, can't wait for that Bo-Katan. Carl Weathers, back as Grief Karga. Amy Sedaris, Peli Motto, The Armor, Emily Swallow, and I didn't know that. Is Esposito confirmed for this season?
Yes.
All right then.
Yeah. So is Doc Brown.
Really?
Yeah, Doc Emmett Brown from Back to the Future fame.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
That's right. We knew that. Yeah.
Scott.
Do we know he's got to be a droid, right?
I don't know. I think they've said he's a
He's live action
character.
All
He's
right
an
then,
actual-
even better.
Yeah.
Even better. I can't wait.
I could see him as being a protocol droid, though.
That's kind of
So-
what I was.
Yeah.
When Brad and I, when that news dropped, actually Kyle broke it to us. It was an episode that you weren't on. We suspected that he was going to be a droid,
Yeah.
from the jump.
I could see it 100%.
Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. Well, how do you feel about this? I mean, I know it's a kid's show, but it's High Republic.
We'll get to it a little bit later, but I am excited for it.
Okay. Can I read the synopsis out real quick?
Definitely.
Set during the High Republic era, Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures follows younglings as they study the ways of the Force and learn valuable skills needed to become Jedi. Compassion, self-discipline, teamwork, patience, friendship, and farting. It will be the first full-length animated Star Wars series created for preschoolers.
Yeah. I feel like you added a word in there somewhere.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But
what the hell are you talking about?
Here's for ketchup. I'm eating salad here.
Sorry, Homer. So it's. I mean, I know you said you're going to talk about it later, so let's save those thoughts. Let me talk about the crew real quick. Who do we have? The cast: Jamal Avery Jr. He's going to be Kai Brightstar. That's such a preschool Star Wars name, Jesus Christ. And Emma Berman is Nash Durango. New characters, obviously. Do those names sound familiar to anything you've read in the High Republic?
Not at all. I've only read 2.5 books.
I've only read the first one, Light of the Jedi.
The Star Cruiser comics that also take place in the High Republic, but that's it.
I'm going to need... Now, Star Wars Explained has bad takes on the Halcyon, but I'm going to need him to do a breakdown of the High Republic like he does. The Star Wars canon timeline.
He doesn't have like bad takes on it in terms of like storyline canonically, because he mentions in the canon timeline.
He sure does. That's one of the things I look forward to every year.
Yeah, so he doesn't act like it doesn't exist or it's not canon. It's just the bad take, quote unquote bad take, is he just doesn't want to do it. And that's fine. Like
if you have
to, I guess.
If you have like an hour, seriously, go check out the Star Wars Explained video. He releases them on May 4th every year, and he does pretty much a full canon breakdown of Star Wars from start to finish. Yeah. And it's awesome, and I watch it every year because it's like a refresher for me.
Yeah,
and it's just so fun, and it's fun to see the new shit too. You know,
especially because every year there's new stuff.
Every year there's new stuff.
We miss some of the new stuff because we can't read every comic out there. Like
I'm going to skip right by Star Wars Visions Volume 2 because
that is not canon. So who cares?
It's not. Who gives a crap about that? Ahsoka. Here we go. The show. I think. Can we say that Jedi Talk is looking forward to Ahsoka the most out of all the shows coming out?
We can, and we might say that later.
Ooh.
Officially.
So Ahsoka's synopsis with this fucking website, set after... this is a short one, and I think they're doing this on purpose. Set after the fall of the Empire, Star Wars Ahsoka follows the former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emerging threat to a vulnerable galaxy.
Speaking of connectivity, you're talking about Mando Season 3, why the New Republic is struggling?
Yep.
Same thing Ahsoka's dealing with.
You got it.
What if Thrawn is like the big starter of the First Order? What if he's like the one behind it all? That'd make me like him even more. I don't love him. I don't hate him. To me, I'm like, Thrawn, cool, I guess. Like, I'm not huge on him, but that would put him up in my book.
I guess you could shoehorn that in. Maybe he's somebody who's big in getting Palps back.
Yeah.
And then he dies.
I don't know, though. His loyalty isn't to the Empire. He wanted just to grow in the Empire so he could help protect his homeworld. And
True.
The Chiss. That's all he cared about.
But then he became obsessed with Ezra.
That's true.
He just wanted to take that motherfucker down, and the two of them have been in like space whale heaven for
30 years. Like
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's changed. He's a changed man now.
Yeah, there's been some potential rumors released on Ahsoka recently. I looked at them, and I mean it's rumors, so it's really taken with a grain of salt. I'm still incredibly excited about this show.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I mean, Ashley Eckstein just visited set. Apparently,
She did.
Yeah.
And do you want to mention that real quick? You did share that with us. Yeah,
I saw it on Instagram. So the HoloNets might be lying. Maybe this is all made up. It wasn't like an official Star Wars account. But
no, but this is what Ashley shared on a podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So I must not have read like the actual post. I read the picture in the post. I just didn't read whatever it says under it, I guess. But yeah, so she said she was on set. And she watched Rosario do a couple takes, and in between takes, the two finally met each other for the first time, and they both kind of broke down a little bit, apparently. So.
Yeah, this was on, and I'm going to give props to where it's due. The Rebel Force Radio podcast, where Ashley Eckstein was a guest.
Nice. I've heard of them. I don't listen to a handful of podcasts anymore, but I've heard of them. So yeah, they're a really good source.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she went to set, and they both kind of met and kind of broke down and swap stories, and like Rosario called her a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Which is like that really
That's
made
awesome.
it.
Well,
that
she
made-
is.
Yeah, it
Ashley
made
Eckstein
Ashley,
essentially
yeah,
is,
that
yeah.
made Ashley break down even more because she's the biggest Disney fan.
Middle-aged
So,
Disney princess.
yeah.
I don't say that's a bad thing. I think
No.
there needs to be more middle-aged princess representation at Disney.
Inclusion.
It's the one thing I'd expect I'd say today.
I never thought I'd hear you say that at all. Like, wild.
Just because I'm getting to that. I'm only 36 and
You want to be the first middle-aged
I
Disney
do.
princess?
I absolutely do.
You'd be the first middle-aged ginger Disney princess, too.
Probably overweight ginger princess.
Overweight. I wasn't going to say that because
I said it.
Okay.
And we in Disney's pretty confident we're getting Skeleton Crew next year.
Yeah.
And not
I don't
Acolyte.
know.
Acolyte's a
Oh,
2024 thing. No,
Dang.
Acolyte's not on the slate for Disney
Uh-oh. I
for
might need to change my list
2023.
then.
So
I thought it was. Dang.
well, let's just hear what you say.
That just ruined my whole day.
Really?
Yeah. My whole year's ruined now.
Your whole year is ruined. The rest of the year's shitty.
The rest of 2022 was ruined.
Next year will be better, I promise. I know
Yeah.
it's a long ways away.
So long.
This joke was brought to you by Cal Kestis.
Ever since I was a youngling, I trusted in the Force.
Thank you, young Cal and older Cal. So the official synopsis of Star Wars Skeleton Crew, set in the New Republic era, again, Mandalorian, Ahsoka, is about, and Book of Boba Fett, is about a group of kids lost in the Star Wars galaxy trying to find their way home. I've heard lots about this. I've heard it's Goonies Star Wars. I've heard it's
Yeah.
Stranger Things Star Wars.
Yeah.
Man, Stranger Things Star Wars would be pretty cool.
Basically just coming of age Star Wars, which
Yeah.
is most Star Wars,
Yeah.
to be honest, but that's not a bad thing.
It's cool. I like that they're trying different things. Like, again, I know you guys didn't like Andor, but it was different.
It was very different.
Different Star Wars.
There's parts of it I loved, so like,
and-
there are parts I liked.
And like, I'm just hoping Ahsoka and because the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett had two different tones.
Very.
So
Very.
I'm hoping Ahsoka has a different tone, and Skeleton Crew and
I think
Acolyte.
it will. I
Yeah.
think, was it Filoni himself that said Ahsoka's kind of like a religious experience? I mean, for him, it definitely is, but I think he
I think
quoted it.
everything with Ahsoka is a religious experience for this guy.
Yeah, but I think in terms of maybe like the whole philosophical outlook for the series might be like a religious experience.
Do you think this is a one-shot season? Or you think we're getting a few?
I think that's the initial plan, but then you never know.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan though, is one
Okay.
season.
Okay. So we talked all about all of that leading into 2023, and it's about time for us to give you our top 10 things we're looking forward to most out of Star Wars in the year 2023. So, do you have any honorable mentions there, Mr. Boucher?
I do. Do you?
Okay, I do not.
Awesome.
Go right ahead.
Well, this one is honorable mention just because I feel like it's a given, but all of us boarding the Star Cruiser together.
Ooh,
That's
I
what I'm
like
looking forward
it.
to.
I like it.
I know you have a plan that takes precedence,
Well, there's
and I respect that.
yeah, and that's still a priority, but there's been some scheduling changes with that, so Halcyon might be able
And
to work.
2023 could be all the way till December.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
It doesn't
yeah.
mean next month. Like that'd be crazy if we did, but no, it
Well,
doesn't mean next month.
If we did in December, we'd have to pay it off in what? It's like end of September, October, or something like
I
that.
think
It's 90 days
so-ish.
out.
Yeah.
I understand why they asked for that, but boy, I wish they changed that policy.
If they got rid of that too, rooms would fill up faster.
I think they would, yeah.
Yep. So maybe
but
that's
how
the
many
next step.
cancellations would they have? You know what I mean?
Yeah. They would have to just drop the deposit, make it not that crazy. So there's just maybe $500 or something.
I'm okay
guaranteed.
with the deposit with that because you are committing.
Yeah.
You know, you are committing, and I get it.
Maybe if they could look up if you're a return Halcyon guest, they trust you, so oh, you did it once, you're definitely coming back.
Oh, that's not a bad
But
idea.
if it's a first time, it's nope, we're taking your deposit.
That's not a bad idea at all. I like that.
Maybe.
Disney, I know you're listening
Yeah.
because you're going to approve us as a Disney-approved media one day. Maybe. I still won't shut up, but do you have any...
We can dream.
Yeah, do you have any other honorable mentions?
That is it.
Okay. I'll go first. I forgot that I did not label these in any particular order, so I'm going to have to make it up on the fly. But you guys don't know that. Actually, yes, you do. Actually, the first thing that I want to see, and my number 10 is Halcyon related as well, but when we eventually go on, and hopefully it's next year, I want to see next year from Disney, Star Wars, I want to see more and different Halcyon exclusive merch.
Oh, heck yeah.
I want better cosplay stuff. I'm not saying it's bad. I've got that Bail Organa, that. I love that. I award for some of my Christmas card pictures. I'm going to wear it again on the Halcyon. I love it. I'm going to take it to Batu at night one time since when the sun's down. But it just I feel like there's a little left to be desired there too. It's like I want some more things. Like the kids stuff looked great. I just wish they sold some of that in adult.
100%. But that's another way they can get people to come back. Be like, you didn't buy this last time because it didn't exist. And there are things that were sold out on certain voyages too that they got to bring back. Like I've seen pictures of the poker set.
Yep.
Was it officially poker or an actual sabacc set?
No, I think it was a poker set.
Poker set.
Yeah.
But I've seen pictures of that.
There's my sabacc deck
like,
from the Halcyon.
Yeah, I've got the same deck, so I guess this is an out-of-universe poker set. But I've seen pictures of that, and it wasn't on my cruise, but I would have bought it.
Yeah.
And I've never played a game of poker in my life, but I would have bought it.
I'm a big poker guy. I miss playing it. Loved it, but yeah. So give me some more Halcyon merch, some new stuff.
That's great. Yeah, and they have like the secret resistance pins. I think there's 2 of them now.
Oh, there's 2.
But like, why is there no? I mean, even if I wasn't a first order like junkie over here, why is there no secret first order stuff
that you can get from like
something.
Croy or something?
Yeah, give us something.
Oh, speaking of Croy, we shared this in our text, but different Croy who's been Sammy for
they're
us.
rotating a few actors now, and I like that. It's cool.
Yeah, the infamous Sage Sarkey.
Yeah.
Of All Ears Net fame, and
yeah,
it looks like he's a Croy
He's also,
now.
I think he's been the Grinch too over at Universal.
Has he?
Yeah,
I could totally
he's
see
done a
that
lot
out
of
of him.
stuff.
That's
He's
awesome. He's very talented.
Man of many talents.
He just went over to Disneyland, I think, to do something with their candlelight processional. Is that
I think
right?
you're right too. Yeah.
Sorry,
Very
Sage, if you're
talented
listening.
dude. It's on his Instagram.
Yeah,
I've been
it is on
following
his
him.
Sage
He's a great
Sarkey
follow.
TV. Yeah, he is. All right, what's your number 10, Evan?
Number 10. Briefly touched on earlier, the Young Jedi Adventures show. No, I'm not a preschooler. I do often think and act like one, though, I will admit. But I'm just interested because it's the first visual High Republic content.
That's a good point.
Like, I just want to see what it looks like, you know? Like, I'm sure the stories aren't going to be anything more than, like, a surface-level story. But
it's
like,
interesting. Well, is it truly the first visual High Republic content? And what about that VR?
there is a little bit, I guess,
Yeah.
in Tales of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
You play, like, a 5-minute mission
Yeah.
that takes you back to the time of the High Republic, but it takes place on Batuu. So you're not seeing, like, the capital city. You're not seeing, like, Coruscant in the High Republic. So technically, yes, that was the first. But this is the first widely available, widespread High
Okay.
Republic content.
Okay.
So
Very
that
cool.
is the sole reason I'm excited for it.
Okay. Love it. Yeah, interesting that this was their first pick of, like, High Republic content like this, visually.
To get in preschoolers, get them invested.
I mean, why not?
Weird.
I mean, it's whatever. Star Wars is okay. I mean, Star Wars is for
This
literally
could be
for
their
everybody.
entry point, you know? Like,
Star
you're
Wars
not
is
gonna show a
literally for
preschooler
everybody.
Empire Strikes Back.
I mean, you could.
You could.
I wish I would have been shown that in
You have to show
preschool.
them Revenge of the Sith.
Would have made things a lot easier when I tried to punch people for bullying me for
Yep.
red hair.
You would just
Metallica.
use the saber. You wouldn't have punched him.
Yeah, you're damn right I would have. Roundhouse kicked him with the force. All right, my number 9. My number 9 is simply this. I had a lot of fun with the Lego Skywalker Saga series, or the game.
Yeah.
You guys came over for a night to enjoy it on the PS5er.
That convinced Taylor to buy it for us. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so happy because it's such a fun game. I
It
think I
is.
want to go back and play it just fuck around with it, right? I want to see like them release like full blown stories from their TV series. Like I want to play
Yes.
Mandalorian season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I want to play Andor. I want to play Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I want to play
You name it.
Rebels. I want to
Yeah.
play Clone Wars. I want to play yeah, you name it. I want to do it. So I would love to see like an expansion like that drop next year.
Yeah. They can easily do it. Like, just DLC. Just make people pay
I would
whatever.
pay $30 for that. Like I would
Yeah.
pay a premium for that DLC.
Most people would.
I just paid one for Resident Evil 8, and it's so good, and it's worth the $20. So freaking good.
Yeah. Most people would pay it. So
Yeah.
that's an easy win.
It is.
Who makes... Is it just Lego? I don't know.
I think it's EA, right?
EA? Well, there you go. They love
think
a
so.
good in-game purchase.
They
Like,
do. It's like
so-
EA's thing.
Yeah, so there you go, EA. That's an easy idea for you that you
EA
definitely
stands
probably
for
have already thought
extra
of.
accessories
Yep.
that you got to pay
100%.
for.
Just let rain.
Zayton Day. Look at that. What's your number 9?
Number 9, although we don't know anything about it other than the synopsis that you already read, but Skeleton Crew. I'm excited for that because, I mean, who doesn't love Jude Law? I don't, like, love him, but I like him. Like, I'm interested to see him
Yeah.
in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, and it could be different. It could be something we've never seen before. Or it could just be more of the same but good. Like, I don't know. Who's to know? We'll find out soon. But that's why I'm excited for it, just because I don't know anything about it.
And that's good. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out more as it comes along.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But this show just kind of like out of just kind of left field.
Yeah, and at first we all thought it was going to be animated, And we're like, oh, Jude Law is a voice actor? Okay. But then they showed us the picture of them on set, live action.
Live action,
so, yeah. Who knows?
Are you excited to get back to more volume stuff? Because Andor's practicality was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Visually, you cannot question Andor. That's the thing, I think, that united Andor fans is I don't see anyone complaining about how things looked.
No.
Like in Kenobi, I love it, but yeah, that looked rough. There's some times in Kenobi where it didn't look great.
Yeah, I guess
but Andor looked great. The sets, the costumes, the backgrounds, everything looked great.
Yeah. You ain't lying. So, okay. My number 8 is next year, Mr. Evan, is the 40th, right? Anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. They did it with Episode 4. They did it with Episode 5, but I want them to release a certain point of view.
Oh, yeah.
For Return of the Jedi. And I'd like it to be from the Ewoks perspective.
Them eating all the stormtroopers.
That
chowing down.
But it's like, think of how cool it would be just to to hear it from the Ewok side. Like they kind of get secondhand of what's going on out in the galaxy, and then it literally ends up on their front porch.
Yeah,
and
3PO tells them a story in like 5 minutes, and they're like, "Okay, you're caught up.
Yeah,
go kill people."
It's like, here's what happened. Like, we've been hearing about the war. Some shit's falling onto our moon, but then, oh look, they're landing on the planet now.
They're building this bunker.
Let's do space Vietnam. It'd just be interesting to kind of get their point of view. Like,
how many specific tales are in each? Do you know?
I don't know.
Are they the same? I don't even know if they're the same.
I don't know. All I know is there's tales from like kind of ancillary characters, like side characters. Yeah.
Do you do one with? He was in Empire, and they did do it. A Will Hood.
Oh yeah.
They did him for Empire.
Yeah.
But something like that.
Who else would you do from Return of the Jedi?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Oh shit.
So you said Ewoks. Give me like one or two more, and I'll try to think of one or two.
Akbar.
Akbar would be fun.
Because I'm looking at the figure. That's what made me say
He gets
Akbar.
a little play in the terrible books Aftermath.
Oh, does he?
He's good. His parts are good, but those books are bad. He gets a little play there.
Yeah, see, who's that? Tebow?
Tebow.
Is it Tebow? Is it Tim Tebow the Ewok? No, it's Tito.
Yeah, it's Tebow.
Is it Tebow? All right, then.
Tito's the Jawa from
Duh.
Obi-Wan. Tito.
There he is.
You
Jawa from Obi-Wan's up there.
Yeah, you got Tito. Nice.
Tico. I thought
Tico.
That was. Yeah,
You're right.
Let's get it from Luke's side. No,
Luke?
I'm kidding.
Who's this?
Because all my Return of the Jedi figures are Luke, Leia.
Well, you got
and
Rex.
Endor.
Rex is at the Battle of Endor.
He is.
What if you got his story?
That would probably.
He's not like an obscure random dude, but I think most people would want
to
that.
live action. He's obscure random.
That's true, but I think most fans would take that. No matter
We're definitely
what.
getting Tamara as Rex and Ahsoka, right?
I would assume
He's
so.
got to be.
I mean, he's going to be in Bad Batch.
He was
not
in
Tamara
Kenobi.
Morrison.
Yeah, as Captain Rex. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I'm
was.
trying to think for Return of the Jedi though. Dang.
Yeah. What other characters?
What if you have the Imperial guy that goes, "You rebel scum," in that cool voice, and that's it. Just
we
him
could, we could do that
in
the
his
whole
voice.
time. Some of those troopers who get like arrested on Endor.
What if you
Gary the Stormtrooper?
What if you got the Rancor Keeper? What's his name?
Oh God,
I forget that character's name, but just
that would be hilarious.
Him crying when it dies. Just
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious
You do one for
Crumb.
him. Yeah.
Jabba.
Or,
Slice Noodles. Size Noodles.
Size Noodles. You could do one for Jabba.
Definitely do one for Jabba.
Max
what if
Rebo.
It's Bib Fortuna. Max Rebo would be a fan.
Oh,
favorite.
you've got to do one for Max.
Yeah, you have to with Max.
Could you do one for Boba Fett? I mean, he goes early, but
yeah, and that, like I said with who'd I mention, Rex, it kind of goes against the whole point of it being random ass characters.
True.
But people would kill for that. A little Boba Fett Return of the Jedi story, a little bit of Rex Return of the Jedi story.
I guess. You know what? I think I'm gonna go watch Return of the Jedi and like find the most
like, one or two.
obscure character that I'm.
Because even like Akbar doesn't fit the criteria of this book.
I suppose,
how
yeah.
they are. They go random.
They do.
Like
yeah.
a lot of people know Akbar just because of the whole meme. It's a trap.
That's a trap.
But they go beyond that. They go that people only like you and I and Brad and Alex know, like, and even people that we don't know. So
I
that's
wonder
how
what
they do it.
I wonder what Wonder Woman thought of the Return of the Jedi happenings. She's looking at you hardcore, man.
That goes for a video for another time.
All right, what's your
Numero ocho?
Yes, Ocho.
Comes out here in like a week. We talked about it already. The Bad Batch. because all the same reasons. A little bit of post-Order 66 Coruscant, a little bit of Rex and Cody. Seeing some Cody is going to be cool. We haven't seen a whole lot of him after he tried to shoot Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's basically all we've seen of him.
Yeah,
so,
we're getting Commander Cody back where he is.
Yeah.
He's up there next to Obi-Wan.
There's been a lot of... Ooh, that's a cool figure.
Yeah.
There's been a
love it.
lot... Oh, there he is. That's the... up there. Caleb Doom is up there.
Ah, there he is.
Kanan
Yeah,
Jarrus. We
next to
finally found
Sabine
him.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, we finally
and
found him.
Ahsoka
Yeah.
and Empress Rey.
Yeah. Shoot. There's been a lot of speculation. Like, is Rex gonna kill Cody? Is Cody gonna die at all? Like,
Cody's going.
If he does,
he's got to.
Rex would kill us if Rex killed Cody. Like, that would be a gut punch. That would be sad.
But it might be more of like a mercy kill, just like I could see. Here's how I see Cody's death. Right now, unless Cody, I mean, we've seen the inhibitor chip get taken out of.
The Bad Batch.
Bad Batch and Rex.
And even Crosshair says it's not. He doesn't have it anymore.
No. So, if Cody doesn't get it removed, or if he's too far gone, Rex has got to take him out. He has to.
Yeah.
And then he has to fall and die in Rex's arms,
Oh, man.
kind of thing. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That would only
That's
be
too
fitting.
Good. Yeah, it's too good.
It's too good, but
Man.
Cody will probably turn good and save the day, and he'll be a Bad Batch member
They can't
honorarily.
They can't go all the way where they actually do that.
Palpatine will snap his neck.
He's not Superman, okay? Come on.
Superman had no choice. He had to save one of his worlds. Don't
That's
get me
true.
started with this.
That's true.
Do not get me started.
I don't know anything about it beyond the joke.
You're
If he snapped
goddamn
his
right
neck.
you don't know anything
Nope.
about it. All right,
That's why
my
I
number
make the joke.
7. Before I get on a tangent, where you at, Henry? Beautiful bastard.
Not in the DC universe anymore. That's
Evan, I'm going to text Taylor and find your phone and say he's not coming home tonight. My number
not
7.
in One Piece.
Yeah, that's right. My number 7. All right. I don't care who does it, Evan. I don't care which medium in Star Wars does it, even if it's in the fucking book. But for somebody fucking connect Fallen Order and Kenobi for me. You guys are putting it
A
out
comic
there
even,
like a comic. Like, just make it make sense. Tell me why they were so similar, or like connect the dots other than just putting Siri Junda's name on the path.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want.
Yeah.
It's as simple to ask for, guys. It's like,
So
It's an expose.
you'd
Thank
be
you.
happy if there was a meme that just was about, it was like Kenobi saying it or whatever. He'd be like, I am what Fallen Order made me.
that'd be a good meme. You should make
There you
that.
go. I should.
You should, yeah.
I can't.
What fun. So you could take the Vader scene, but just like superimpose Obi-Wan's face on there,
Yeah, or something.
and just like
Yeah.
with that line, yeah.
Yeah. Because like we talked about it last show, even Trilla says that exact same line.
That's right,
in
because you're
Fallen
going through
Order.
the replay right now.
Yeah, she says, I am what Seer made me. It's
I'm
like,
about to
come
do my replay probably in a month and a half, because
I'm-
I want it
yeah.
to be as close to Survivor as possible, and I
That's
can fly
smart.
through that game. So
I knew I was going to take forever. That's why I started this early.
yeah, take
'Cause I'm
forever,
like,
yeah.
I know it's going to take me 3 months.
well, but when you're done with the story, you can go back and do all the little things like
Yeah. Yep.
like
Max out the saber. and
I don't know
max
if you
out the
saw
rip.
the video I sent you guys of the Yoda Easter egg.
Yeah. I need to find that.
But it's incredibly tough to do.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I might just look it up on YouTube.
You
and
should,
just watch
because
it.
I can't do it.
Dang.
And but like I'm not
I'll
like
ask
that
Austin.
gamer.
Austin's like a gamer, so if he
All right,
can't do
yeah.
it, then I'm screwed.
Good.
So.
All right, what's your number 7?
Number 7, and this is for you, Brad. I'm sure it would have been on your list.
Really, Brad?
It better be 2023, but I'm excited for Qui-Gon Saber coming.
Oh,
It better be 2023.
I thought about putting this on my
Oh.
list, but the only reason I didn't because we have no idea.
That's
We're
true.
not
But
getting
it
it.
has to be. Like, if we just got
I
Blue
know.
Blue Goose came out at the same time as Qui-Gon, so, like, maybe here in the next month.
It's right there.
I don't know, man. But
Blue
Qui-Gon's,
Cruise right there.
if it's not 2023, that's sad. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm buying it, and I know Brad's buying it.
I'll get
Buying
it. I've
Yeah.
got to. I'm kind of a completionist with the sabers
Yeah.
now.
I am now. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
We talked about it, how I
Yeah.
don't have Ventress. Like, if I had the budget then when Ventress came out
Yep.
that I do now, I would have it. But
Yeah, I just wasn't collecting
back
them.
then I couldn't afford it. I can only afford like 2 or 3 lightsabers a
Yeah.
year.
Ugh,
So like
yeah.
now I'm
And
buying
now they're
one.
more expensive.
Yeah, the price went up and my budget went up, thankfully. But
That's good.
yeah, I'll buy Qui-Gon's day one, 100%.
Damn right. Me too. And hopefully it doesn't release while Brad is still out of town.
Exactly. I don't want it to come soon though, because I just spent money on the Bluetooth.
Yeah, right.
But-
Yeah, come
so,
on.
Like I'm saying,
Come
give
on,
it to me
Disney.
ASAP,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah.
don't give it to me
Right,
ASAP. Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Let's see. My number 6. We're on number 6 already. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be bold in saying this. for our AP discount on the Halcyon next year.
It's got to be coming.
My number 6.
Yeah, it's got to be coming.
The 20% I'm sure we'll get. Whatever.
Yeah.
At least it's 20%.
I think it'll be 20. Well, whatever DVC was,
20. I think DVC
I think
was
it was 25.
Yeah.
And I think whatever it was, you could be safe taking at 5 under.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We lose 5% because we're annual pass holders.
Even though DVC people are rich to begin with, so they can afford it.
Most of them are probably well off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like my dad had a DVC membership, and I wouldn't call us rich in the end, like the stretch of the imagination.
I feel like it was easier to obtain back then, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I
Now
know
it's ridiculous.
I looked into it seriously a little bit coming home from a trip. Like I took a pamphlet home with me, and like they allow you to do monthly payments on that.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think that's after like a hefty upfront thing, kind of like a retainer kind of thing.
I'll look into it though, because I want to do it one day. I want to be DVC. Just,
Yeah.
I know it's at least a decade off.
It was nice because all the resorts we stayed at when I was a young adult, when I went to Disney, was Beach Club,
Nice.
Yacht Club. Yeah.
Nice. We did a few of the cool ones like that, but we always did values, which
is fine.
when
at
you're
Disney.
a kid, they're really cool. And even now, I like
Even
going to-
now.
like Austin stayed at, what was it? Sports? Yeah, he stayed at Sports
All-Star
a couple
Sports, yeah.
months ago,
Uh-huh.
or I guess almost a year ago now when he came.
Shit.
And I went and visited him, and I loved it.
I love
I
it,
still
yeah.
love All Stars.
Yeah. Kyle, last time he came out here, not when he stayed with me, when he came out with his girlfriend. He stayed at All-Star Movie or Music, one of those two.
Movies is the best one, dude.
You think
Movies
so?
is great, yeah. Music's good too. But
Oh, he stayed at Music. Yep, he stayed at Music. I've stayed at one of them. My favorite value is Art of Animation. Love that resort.
I've stayed there. No, wait, I haven't stayed there. I've stayed at Pop. I haven't been to Art.
Have you been in the pool at Art of Animation?
I've seen them. I haven't swam in
Okay.
them. But
If you-
Nemo has the one with the music, right?
Yes.
In the water?
Yes. That's awesome. Like when you go in and like
Yeah.
go underwater, it's so cool to
Such
hear
a
that.
good idea.
Yeah.
It's weird that it's only been done at that one pool and hasn't been done since. At Disney, anyway.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that it's kind
Exclusive.
of like an exclusive secret thing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Anyway, I don't know how we
don't
got
either.
off on that tangent. What's your number 6?
My number 6, I don't know how we got there. Halcyon Talk, that's how we got there.
That's right.
But my number 6, I guaranteed nobody would have predicted this, is coming out here on January 1st. Like you mentioned earlier, the
Yep.
40th of Return of the Jedi
Yep.
is being celebrated this year.
That's right.
And Lego is doing a series, as they did for all the other anniversaries.
Right.
They're doing a TIE bomber from, I guess, Return of the Jedi, even though it's weird. The box art they have is from the bombing scene in Empire Strikes Back. And the TIE bomber's like heavily featured in Empire and not in Return of the Jedi. So I don't understand that logic. But
There's so many better things you could do.
I know, that's what I said.
Right?
Why not like an ATST from Endor?
That's the first thing
or
I
the
thought of.
speeder bikes from Endor. Or Jabba's
speeder
sail
bikes.
barge.
The sail barge. Shit.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was TIE Bomber for me, though, because I wouldn't have bought the other ones.
Oh, really?
I will definitely buy this TIE Bomber
Okay.
here in a few days.
Yeah, you're the Lego guy. Yeah.
And they haven't done a TIE Bomber in 20 years. So
Damn.
all
Okay.
of us Lego fans are like, about time.
Yeah.
They've done like 70 X-Wings. They've done like so many different things.
Okay.
And never touched TIE Bomber or the TIE Interceptor in 20 years.
Wow.
So the confirmed set is the TIE Bomber here in like a few days.
Okay.
There's rumors of a TIE Interceptor. So if that's true, I'm buying that one in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Because the TIE Interceptor is like my favorite ship of all time.
Okay.
But
That's cool. I can't
getting
wait
the
to
TIE
see that.
Bomber,
Yeah.
TIE Bomber here in a few days. And it's like $60.
I was about to ask what that runs for.
We
yeah.
get a discount at the Lego store. at
That's
Springs.
right.
So it's going to be like 50-ish.
So are you like rope dropping that? Because I see people doing that at Lego.
I'm going to
all the
try,
time.
but the last time I tried it, what set was that for? Oh, it was for the Inquisitor ship from Kenobi.
Ooh.
It was gone within like 10 minutes.
Oh God.
So I checked back like once a week, and I finally got it like a month later.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I'm going to try the strategy
Yeah.
of opening day, but I'll get it within like a month or so. Like I'm not in a
Interesting.
super rush.
Okay.
But that Inquisitor ship was hot, so I'm sure this
Yeah.
one's going to be just as hot.
Best of luck. My God. All right, we're on number 5 now. My number 5 that I would like to see. Again, this I don't care where we learn this, but I think it's about time in 23 is the best time to do that is I would like to see and find out how Grogu was saved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who
I would
wouldn't?
absolutely want that. I made a guess in our chat, never said it
on air that maybe the Bad Batch saves him, like
Oh, yeah,
a final
you didn't
message.
say that out loud, I guess. Yeah.
It's like a final mission
yeah.
that the Bad Batch carries out, and they save him, and that's how the Bad Batch ends. Because you can't. I mean, I guess you could stretch out the Bad Batch for a lot of seasons because they're doing stuff opposite of like Clone Wars.
Yeah. You could, because I mean, Clone Wars is 7 seasons, so like
true.
you could do it. I don't want you to with Bad Batch, but you could.
No, I don't either, and I am okay with the Bad Batch, but whatever, we'll see.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I
if
like
it's-
Clone
yeah.
Wars better than most people that I know, but I still say Clone Wars doesn't need 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, we don't. We know. It could be in Bad Batch, and look, Ahsoka. I'm going to say something about this, and it just kind of clicked in my head. Now we know that Ahsoka and Grogu were talking via the Force, right?
yeah.
But we don't know for sure. I just kind of contradicted myself. I was going to say, like, maybe Ahsoka didn't tell Din the truth. Maybe she knew about Grogu and took him. But Ahsoka's escape from Coruscant's pretty well documented, so.
Yeah, she wasn't on Coruscant during Order 66.
Yes, she was.
So.
She was in the Star Destroyer, and then she went back to Coruscant, right? Or was she in a different
that's
ship?
in no, her ship crashed on that moon. So I mean, after that crash, maybe they went to Coruscant. She was in the Y-wing though, so maybe they flew her Y-wing over to Coruscant. No, because she went to Naboo. She went straight to Naboo for
That's
Padme's
right.
funeral.
That's right. That was after, though, she escaped the ship that she was on.
She was on one of the Venator Star Destroyers.
Yes.
And
then that's where the battle took place, where her and Rex were escaping,
Yeah,
and she was
yeah.
fucking around with Maul.
yeah, the hallway scene with
Yeah.
Maul.
Oh my God.
But Rex
Okay.
and Ahsoka
I'm
escaped
sorry.
in a
I
Y-wing.
thought she was on Coruscant, so my bad there, people.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't.
So
Unless she
never
went
mind.
to the Coruscant after Naboo, possibly.
If Grogu's still there, yeah. But
Yeah.
in one of the mediums game, maybe Cal had something to do with it. Maybe Grogu's just like hiding out, and he's got like a bunch of rations of frogs, and he's surviving in like a closed
Eggs and
closet,
frogs. Yep.
right?
And macaroons.
and you save him as Cal. But in one of the
Where's-
mediums that we're getting, I would just like to see how Grogu was saved. That's
Where
it.
was Seer at that point? Could it have been Seer?
When 66 happened, she was on Coruscant, I believe, because she ran away with Trilla and some of the other younglings before they were taken.
Maybe that's how she got captured by the Empire, because they were torturing Seer. So maybe she saves Grogu, gets captured.
Sacrifices herself, yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
For the betterment, yeah.
And maybe that's why. What's Seer's actress's name?
Deborah Wilson.
Maybe that's why Deborah
Deborah.
Wilson has
Oh.
filmed some scenes.
Yeah, she would. They'd have to CGI hair on her though, because she had unless she was bald before she grew hair, and then now she's bald again.
Right. Or she shaved after they filmed the scenes. Who knows? But that'd be crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll see. I just want to know how Grogu was saved.
We all do.
What's your number 5, Evan?
We all do. My number 5 is probably your number 1 or 2 up there somewhere, is Survivor, coming out here in March.
Yeah, my list more took like this is kind of what I want to see.
Okay. Not like what's confirmed.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I like that, though. It's
yeah.
different. It's like the opposite of mine. Mine's of like,
yeah.
here's what we know.
But no, Survivor would be my number 1 if I went that way.
Yeah, for
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah,
And I'm excited for the game and the story, of course, but I think it's going to be a really cool event, just even adding the layer of doing Twitch and stuff. But I think it's going to be cool having like weekly Super Bowl parties, basically, with us 3. This is our Super Bowl
Yeah.
party. Like, we're going to have some pizza and beer, and like we're
Yeah.
going to sit down and hang out.
Survivor might be the biggest Star Wars event next year,
I think it will
just
be.
because it crosses so many.
That or Mando, I don't know. Mando season 3 versus, I don't know. Those are the top 2 events.
We've had more Mando than we have
That's true.
Cal and that crew.
That's true.
And video games, I feel like, I don't know, because like video games are different, but yeah, it's like a
it's weird because like there's a fandom specifically for
Right.
video games,
Right.
And then there's a fandom for Cal, and then there's a Star Wars fandom, and this
Yeah.
hits like all of those.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. This might be like a bigger event. Like people could have play this day one. They
Could be
take days
biased
off
on
of
my
work,
side, but yeah,
I think you might be right.
cool. All right, we're on my number 4 already.
Yep.
At Celebration, for the love of God, just give us a next movie slate. Give us something confirmed.
Yeah.
And just well documented. That's going to happen, please.
It doesn't have to be 7 different movies.
It
If it's
doesn't
like
have to
1 or
be
2, that's
episode
fine.
10, 11, 12 yet, right? I expect that a couple, like maybe 5 to 10 years down the road. But just give us something to, because the Disney Plus shows are great, but those can burn out. Disney, look at the MCU. Look at the billions that Nacho Boy lost for you over there on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus.
Do you like nachos?
Thank you, Bob Chapek. We exclusively have Bob Chapek as a regular on the show all the time now, since he has a bunch of time.
Do you like nachos?
We keep telling him that we like nachos, but he just doesn't get
Do you
it.
like nachos?
How Kestis. How predictable.
She's one of my favorite Black series that I have.
Do you have
right
or
behind
Trilla?
you. Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot you do have
she's
Trilla.
right behind you.
Yeah, I want a Trilla like that. That thing is dope.
I love the carbonized ones.
It fits that character, too.
It does.
It just matches the design.
But my favorite carbonized is that blue Vader I have, like that
That's pretty sick,
dark
too.
blue.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good.
That's a
Just-
valid question, though. Would you ever have Chapek on the show if you could?
Absolutely, I would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think I would, too.
Just so he knows, I'm going to challenge him a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wouldn't want him on if I can't be myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which you couldn't do if he was working for Disney.
Right,
So now
exactly.
the fact that he's gone, he probably still has his NDA for
He
an extended
1,000%
amount of time.
can't say something for a while.
But
Yeah.
whenever that runs out, it would be an interesting interview.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody's at Fox or whatever. Somebody will do it one day. 60
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Today
Tonight
on
on
60
60 Minutes.
Do you like nachos?
Coming up. Evan, what's your number 4?
The age-old question is answered.
Yeah.
My number 4 is, you might have been actually not this, because you might have said it's not this year, but hopefully Acolyte.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. You never know. They might bump that shit up.
Because, I mean, it's the first 100% Sith-led and focused thing ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, yeah, I'm excited for that. If it's not 2023, that's okay. I mean, as long as we get it.
Yeah.
If it's canceled or given up on or changed, like,
Yeah.
not okay. But I am leery of the whole thing that it's been done by someone that's never even watched Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Trekkies
So,
or whatever.
Yeah, that does scare me a
Whoa.
little bit. The closer
Yeah.
we get to it, the more I get worried. Because
Right.
I've been in the camp of, like, it's fine. If it's good, it's good. But, like,
Yeah.
it's different. If you make a good show, that's different than making a good Star Wars show. Like, it is different.
Very
So,
true.
I don't know. I'm still excited for it, though, because anything Dark Side.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anything
Yeah, these
Dark
like the
Side.
kind of installation of the Sith here at the
Yeah.
end of the High Republic era. This is going to be
That's
good.
another layer, the High
Yep.
Republic, too. Those two factors alone get me enticed.
It's going to be good shit. Can't wait for Acolyte. Hopefully, maybe they sneak it in like on December 30th. next
It
year.
also depends on, like, the release schedule, because you don't
Yeah.
want to overlap it with something else.
No.
So
No, they have to be on there. Although Bad Batch, Mandalorian, and
Mando's in
Survivor.
March, but
Right, but all three of those are overlapping,
that's true.
like at the same time.
But I think they had so much faith in Mando and Survivor. They're like, it's fine. People are still going to watch it, still play
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And Bad Batch, are like, it doesn't need the huge
Well, it's different.
viewership.
It's different. The moment they release Survivor, that's open to
Yeah.
anybody forever. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so's Mando once they put it on Disney. Once it's on Disney Plus, but it's a little
Mando,
different.
it's week by week. Like,
Right.
somebody could sit down and beat Survivor in 3 hours
Yes,
and like
it's-
tell everyone the whole story.
They will be. We're
Yeah.
going to have to plan how we play that and avoid the internet.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Hardcore
not watching
for that.
anything until
Ooh,
we
it's going to be
finish
tough.
it.
Yeah. My number 3, right? Your 4 was Acolyte.
Yes.
My number 3. Okay. Let's make something right here. Okay. Ultimately, I understand bowing to pressure, right? Especially knowing who Chapek was, and bowing to internet pressure for virtue signaling towards certain things, right? Now, there's lots going on in the real world, things being uncovered on Twitter and there being confirmation of things being censored and people being canceled and all that stuff. But look, people have to be held responsible for, actions have to have consequences, right? And free speech is free speech. Gina Carano, I truthfully don't see the issue here. I don't. And I've defended her. I've backed it up. She has differing views than individuals who mostly are involved in Hollywood and these kinds of shows, and she's brave enough to be out there with differing opinions. I don't agree with everything Gina Carano agrees with. I simply don't. It's just
But you don't agree with everything anyone says, and neither do I. No one agrees with everything someone else
Yes.
says. Like, it's not possible.
so. Long story short, number 3, Star Wars. Make it right with her again and bring back Cara Dune.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as simple as that. My microphone's falling over. So.
I mean, look at all the people that have gotten second chances, like James Gunn.
James Gunn's a great. Like,
Look at that.
He
I'm not the
joked
first
about.
to use that. I think Brad's used it.
He has,
Yeah.
but James Gunn. He joked, and they're jokes. Okay,
Yes.
jokes. Right, regardless if you think there's truth to it. He joked about pedophilia. Like,
Yeah.
it was bad. Like, go back and read those tweets.
Yeah,
They're not good.
A joke is a joke, but still.
Right. If you take it at face value, right, without knowing it's a joke, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
And now I know James Gunn. He's the head of DC Creative and Guardians of the Galaxy fame. You better believe he wouldn't be tweeting any of that crap.
No, never again
So-
would he. Yeah. So everyone that is getting second chances, rightfully so, because people deserve second chances.
Yep.
Why doesn't she get one?
I
Good point.
yeah. Number 3, bring Gina Carano back into the fold. What's your number 3, Evan?
Number 3 is kind of playing off of Bad Batch coming soon, but this one falls under your list because it's something I hope is coming. I don't know. It's not confirmed.
Okay.
We've talked about it, but Batu being in the Bad Batch, how insane would that be? It would be great for everybody because there's still people that haven't been to the Galaxy's Edge. So the people at home that are still on the fence or
Right.
like planning a trip soon, their kid can see that or they can watch it with their kid and they can be like, wait, we have a trip coming like in 2 months. We're going to go there.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy. Like, it would be so cool.
How cool would it be for Zeb and Omega? I'd be like, they have Quetzalcoatl. Or not Zeb.
But Rekka.
Wrecker.
Rekka.
They have Quetzalcoatls. And they
Yeah.
run over there.
Yep,
Yeah.
they go get the Mantel mix and everything.
There you go.
Like
Yeah.
maybe Sid knows Oga. They could like talk to Oga about Sid.
Or
and that
Doc.
could be the first time we ever see Oga. We've never
Yeah.
seen her.
They can go
So-
get something for Doc.
That would be perfect.
They can go
They're
pick something up and
mercenaries.
bring it. Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this
Right.
season is they're now mercenaries.
Yeah.
So what if they're
Making
going
some
to get something for Doc?
Credits.
Like the Sarlacc in Doc's was brought to him by Han. So I guess that's
That's
the same
right.
idea. What if he says, hey, you guys bring me back the Wampa that's up there stuffed or something?
Oh
Can you
my
imagine?
God, that'd be so cool if
So cool.
they
That's a
bring
whole
him back
episode.
something that's in Doc's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Come on, Disney.
Man.
The Outpost. I hope it's Black Spire. If it's not, we're gonna have
Missed opportunity.
you're gonna have a bad time.
Take them veins!
Franks and
Man.
beans, indeed.
Speaking of if we do get to see Oga, it'd be the first time we see her. The Stormtroopers on Batuu have a lot of new dialogue,
Do they?
and that's one that I've heard that's awesome. I love it. They're like just walking around because sometimes they're not interacting with guests.
Yeah, they're just
having
walking
a
by
conversation
spaces, yeah.
like with each other.
Right.
One will turn to the other one and he'll go, "Have you ever seen Oga Gara?" And the other one goes, "Has anybody ever seen Oga Gara?"
That's funny.
And that's the whole interaction.
Interesting.
Like, that would be cool if we
Okay.
do get to see Oga.
I like that a lot. Let's see yoga. Yeah. Or maybe like a silhouette.
Yeah, even that.
Yeah. My number 2. Right? We're on my number 2.
Yes.
Is let's just do it and fuck what the haters say. She's not a Mary Sue, but let's get Daisy Ridley back into the Star Wars universe.
Oh yeah.
Let's get a Rey movie or a show or a Tales of the Jedi or something, right? Even an announcement that Daisy Ridley's coming back for a project. She had lunch with Lucasfilm for a reason. Okay, you can't put that past me. And
They
when
have really good nachos. Okay. That's
yeah,
why.
do they? Oh my God, do they have nachos? Whoa, here we
Feel
go.
like
Oh,
nachos?
we do, Mr. Chapek. Calm down there. Thank you for the Star Cruiser, by the way. We got to give him credit where credit's due.
He was involved. It's not completely his.
He was involved. So yeah, Daisy Ridley. Let's just get an announcement for it. It's as simple as that. What's your number 2?
Number 2 is Mando Season 3 because it's going to show us Mandalore. It's going to show us a showdown for Mandalore. It's going to bring us this awesome theme back. You can't not hear this theme and just like,
Right.
yeah, just vibe with it. You can't do
Right.
it. Like the vibing cat. Have you seen that
I
on
like
YouTube?
those odds.
What?
The vibing cat. Have you seen that on YouTube?
No.
They have. It started with a different weird song. And it's a cat just bobbing its head, but it's eventually made it to this song where the song plays, and then the cat like
It's just called Bobbing
bobs
Cat.
its head. It's vibing cat. I think.
Oh, Vibing
cat.
Cat.
Vibes with or something like that.
Cat vibes with Indian music.
That's what it started with. The indie music,
That's funny.
and then they did a Home Depot song, and then they did Mando. Like those are the
Oh my
top
God.
3.
Oh, that Disney, please don't take this down.
Yeah.
And there's the ad.
I'll
yeah.
take that down. Take the ad down.
Yeah, take the ad down.
But we're gonna get to see more of Esposito as Gideon.
Yeah.
Like, give us more of that.
Yeah. I mean, I assume he's just going to be like a prisoner that they go to and talk to, right?
Possibly, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he might even break out. Who knows?
I'm playing the video.
Yeah, you're seeing
so,
it here
yeah.
live. This is the first time you've seen it?
Yes.
I watch this like once a month.
There he is.
There he
You
is.
watch this once a month.
Yeah, just-
It's 10 minutes, Evan. You spend 10 minutes out of your month just to watch a cat
I do.
bounce his head.
Yes.
To a song you've heard
Jackson won't do it,
7,000
Because
times.
Jackson won't vibe with this
Yeah,
song.
because Jack is dark side.
That's true. He vibes with every dark side theme. I've seen him do it.
Oh, no. Brad's going to bitch that we're not going to get monetized on YouTube. We never
That
see the
wasn't
money
even long
anyway.
enough. That was like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
It's not
we'll
long
see.
enough.
We
We'll
never
see.
see the money anyway. He
We shall
hoards the
see.
cents away from us.
What else? Oh, and I'm excited for, like we said earlier, Dr. Emmett Brown to make his way
Mhm.
into the Star Wars universe.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't bring time travel with him, but
Yep.
we'll see.
All right, and the number one thing that Tom Unker would like to see out of Star Wars in 2023 next year, Evan, you won't be shocked. I've said it here, there, and everywhere, but an Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost talking to his former
Gotta be
Padawan,
there.
Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
We already know he's in Ahsoka.
Mhm.
That's been pretty much all but confirmed. It's there. We know he is.
Yeah.
And it's either flashbacks or a Force Ghost. Like, I want to see the interaction between the two of them so bad.
I feel like a Force Ghost would be better because
Yes.
we got the flashbacks with Obi-Wan. We got that already. And you couldn't do a Force Ghost with Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan is still alive
Yeah.
and Anakin is still alive, so like,
Right.
you couldn't have done it. But Ahsoka's perfect for that.
Yeah. She is.
Nostalgia's huge right now, especially after seeing the
Yep.
positive response to Kenobi.
Mhm.
Like, people all had complaints with it, but everybody loved seeing Hayden and Ewan together. Like,
Well,
they
duh,
loved that.
yeah.
So that
Absolutely.
play off that same thing where we can see Hayden. We've never seen Hayden
Yep.
and Rosario together, but that's not the connection. That's a character connection there. that
Right.
People would kill to see,
Yep.
us included, all
Yeah,
of us.
absolutely.
And yeah, that plays in perfectly to my
Mhm.
number one. My
What-
number one
what's
is
your number
Ahsoka.
Ah,
So just
fuck yeah.
Everything
There we
Ahsoka's
go.
going to bring.
Boom.
It's going to bring Thrawn. I'm not a huge Ezra fan, but it's going to be awesome seeing Ezra. I've been rewatching Rebels just to get excited for it.
Yeah, you should.
And to pick up on things I've missed in Rebels.
Yeah, Ezra's a good character.
Yeah.
I'd love if they did a galaxy or a legacy saber of his blaster saber.
Oh, they're going to. It's 100%.
A legacy one, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just get a little bit of a wider box.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that hard. They'll definitely do it.
God, that'd be cool.
I wonder if it'll have a function if you push a button, like the
Pew,
blaster
pew.
part lights up and just makes that sound or something. Maybe that'd have to be like $200 for that.
That'd
They
be a
jack
little
up
bit more
price.
expensive, yeah.
They jack it up.
Yeah, they jack it up indeed. So 2023 is setting up to be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
About
a
an
very
hour and a
good
half
one.
here talking about what we expect and a bunch of other stuff. But did we miss anything this week, Evan? That's it. That's a
I don't think
close
so.
to 2022 Jedi Talk. Look out for some video next year. We're gonna be in some more shit. Hopefully we get on the Halcyon, and we'll definitely do some live streams from the Halcyon. We'll do some
That would be
podcasts
crazy.
from the Halcyon. We'll do some
Yeah.
video there of in the room, getting drunk and high and spooning, eating space pizza
All at the same
overnight.
time.
You know, not
Those
not
little
getting
chicken
any sleep.
flatbreads. That's over. The
Yeah.
tippy flatbreads.
The
I should
tippy
say.
flatbread. There
Yep.
you go.
The tip of the what?
Tip of the yip.
Oh,
Flatbread.
okay,
Hi-yo.
flatbread. Hey-o.
But you guys have been great. We have been Jedi Talk. Follow us again at Jedi Talk Podcast on the internet and Instagram and anywhere. Just search Jedi Talk anywhere on our social media. We're there. We're the blue, the nice little blue and the black background.
Yeah.
Where us people rant about bullshit. There's no other Jedi Talk out there. But
Just look for the beards. All three beards.
That's
They
right.
just-
We all do. We all
matching
three have beards.
Yes.
Look out for more content from us next year. Thank you for joining. And Evan, take us home.
Look out for more content. Was that
I-
a warning?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a
yeah. I
threat.
guess it was.
Look out
oh,
for it.
oh, see. I guess the end
better
of our
look
show.
out.
I guess the end of our show doesn't flow well if I don't say Brad's part.
I guess that's true.
So everybody, have a great rest of the year. A fantastic 2023. Jedi Talk will be here for you and with you along every step of the way. And may the Force be with you.
Always, and good journey.
Rise, Jedi Knight!